Welcome to another Azure Guide video. I'm an Azure Administrator, an Azure Security Engineer, an Azure Solutions Architect, and a Certified Kubernetes Application Developer. Terraform Video Part 2. Adding input variables to our VM. Skill level for this video is medium. We will be discussing the export and env environmental variables, maps, lists, and objects, and output values. To follow along, if you haven't completed part 1 of the video, create a folder named Video 4, copy main.tf from Video 4, part 1 into Video 4 folder, and run Terraform init. Of course, if you've been following along with other videos, just open up folder Video 4 and you'll be all set. Let's get started. Let's talk about variable load order. Environmental variables we have not discussed yet, and that'll be the first topic tonight. The Terraform TFVars file we have discussed. The Terraform TFVars.json we have not. But it's the same as Terraform.tfvars, but in JSON format. And it is a higher priority, which is kind of interesting. Any auto TFVars is higher priority. And any command line option, like -var or -var file, has the highest priority. It's interesting to note that environmental variables have the lowest priority. And let's go ahead and talk about those now. Alright, let's check out that environmental variable way of doing things. So what I'm going to do is right now we have our recipe/configuration going to East US2, which is okay. And I'm going to go here, and environment is equal to dev. I'm going to do an environmental variable of env, I'm going to say tf_var underscore my variable name, which is in this case environments. I want that equal to prod. Alright, so no negative feedback, so that's good, but how do I know that environment variable is out there? If you do a cd_dir colon, no, hold on, cd_env colon, and then do a dir, you will see that environment variable is set. Now, I'm going to go back to C drive, clear my screen. Now, if I do a Terraform plan now, what is environment going to be set to? So this is all testing your knowledge on priority. So will the environment be set to dev or will it be set to prod? There was a little chart right before the beginning of the video. And let's see. Scrolling up, it is set to dev. So if you recall from the chart that was earlier in the video, environmental variables have the least priority. So we need to take this and just get rid of it. File save. Clear our screen. And let's run plan again. And I'm pretty confident we'll see that environment will now be set to prod. And scrolling up, and you can see now it is now set to prod. So pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Now you might be asking yourself, excellence, But how do I get rid of the variable? Well, go back to, I wonder if I can just do env drive letter. No. If I do a dir, you can see here it is. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to do a Control C, Control V. I'm going to make that equal to empty quotes. I see what I did. That should work. TRV. Oh, how about this? Find the total, the big command, and make this equal to that. A little better. Now if I do a dir, you can see it's gone. That's how you get rid of it. Let me put my env equals dev back, just so we're back to the way it was. I'm going to do a save, and excellent. Next step is a map, and a map is a collection of values. And what we're going to do is, based on the location of our VM, is going to determine the storage type. So if the VM is going to be in East US2, we're going to have a premium disk. If it's in Central US, it's going to have a standard. We'll kind of say East US2 is our primary location, and in the scenario, Central US is our DR. So we have a less expensive disk type over there. And for that, we're going to use a map. For the first thing we have to do to prepare for this is go to our variables and change our location to East US2. File, save. All right, so let's go to our variables folder and come on down here, maybe to line 20. Control space bar variable, and let's call this managed disk type. Oops, underscore. And we'll say control space bar, and the type is map. And it's always good practice to have a description. And I'll say disk type of premium and primary location, which in this case is East US2, and standard and DR location, which is Central US2. And we'll say default is equal to curly bracket, and we'll key that off on East US2 is equal to premium LRS. Put that in quotes. And then Central US2 is equal to standard underscore LRS. All right, we'll save that. And we'll go to our main MTF file, of course. Cruise on down here. And we'll say Oh, let me go back and undo. I want to say storage account. Edit, undo. Yeah, there we go. Storage account type equals new control space bar. What do I get? Do I get lookup? No. That's what I need though. Lookup var dot manage this type dash var location, and then standard. Standard here is a default. Alright, so we're saying if it's in central, if it's in east, locations east central US, we're going to go ahead and use premium. If the location is in central US 2, we're going to go ahead and use standards. We go back to the main, let's file save this. And I think we're ready to try it out. If I do a Terraform plan, the default location. Oh, I forgot. I missed the A. Well, right now the default location is each US. Oh, we got a little problem here. Line 16, reference uncleared input variable. Line 61, storage account type equals look at var manage this type, but maybe it's not manage this type. Let's see. Manage this type. Let me just take that just in case. Copy. And var location. There we go. That'll do it. And make sure you have this S capitalized here and here, or I think it will fail. So let's see. I'll try to demo that if we get past this. I think it will succeed this time. And let's see what our store, as expected, our storage group is premium LRS. Now let me come over here and make this a small s. I have a feeling it's not going to like it. Just trying to show you what could happen for troubleshooting. In case you're given something in real life. Something as little picky as that, I believe, is going to fail. Because it's not capitalized. Let's see. I could be wrong. Nope, I guess it's okay with that, with the small s. Or I get a big S. Alright, so next thing now we want to do is change our location to central, and so our resource group, our storage type should change as well. So we'll say Terraform plan dash var equals location is equal to central US 2. Well, it was your central US. It's Central U.S. So it's gonna. I don't know what's gonna happen there. Yep, Central U.S. was not town, it was a location, and it's gonna tell us here Central U.S. Not sure what I was thinking, but all right, there we go. Now we should see storage type of standard LRS in our plan. And look at that, standard LRS. So working as expected, which is perfect. So now let's move on to lists. All right, next we want to explore the variable of list. And we're going to, for our virtual network, replace this with a variable. And notice it has square brackets. That tells you we need a variable type list. So let's go to our variables. Let's say line 30. Control spacebar variable. And let's call this vnet underscore address space. And we want a type, and we know this is type list. And we want a description. And we'll say address space for vnet. And of course, we want a default value. And we'll say this is equal to square bracket, quotes, and I think it's 172.16.0.0/16. And we'll take this value here, copy to the clipboard, come over to our main @tf, and that was the right value. Get rid of this, replace it with var dot Control V. And there we go. Excellent. Let's go ahead and save our file. Do a Terraform plan. An input variable with the name vnet address space not being declared. Okay. I'm pretty sure I know what the problem is. Can I give you guys 10 seconds to think about what do you think I forgot to do or did not do or typoed? And get another 5 seconds. All right, well, time's up. I forgot to save variables TF, so that's why it doesn't think it's declared, because the circle means not saved yet. Watch, I'll do save and I'll turn to an X. Now I'll do a Terraform plan, and I think we'll have success. And that looks like it works. Let's go check our VNet, and there it is. 172.16. Excellent. We got one last type of input variable to talk about. That's objects, and that'll be next. All right, our next input variable we want to learn about, or type, is the object. And we're going to use this type of variable to place some variables for our source image. So let's go ahead and go to variables. Control spacebar and variable. Let's call this OS. And as always, we do type. And we will put here object. And here's a little, we want to do an open parent or parentheses, and then curly brackets. And we'll put publisher is equal to string. We're going to find the values in our Terraform TFVARS file this time. Do it just a little different. Add a little knowledge this time. Skew. String. And of course version equals string. Alright, that looks good there. And I'll come over to our Terraform files. And we will say OS is equal to some curly brackets, and we'll say publisher is equal to, with some quotes. I'm going to go to my main MTF, grab this value. There we go. Next one is offer. And we'll go back to main MTF and get that value. And 2 down, 2 to go. Skew. (2019) data center. And just for fun, let's just make this 2016. Let's make sure it picks it up. And then version is equal to latest. Let's go ahead and save that. And just double checking, looks good. Let's go to variables. I want to point something out. Notice here when we define the variable and main NTF, we're going to have to say OS, we're going to say var dot OS dot publisher. Var dot OS dot offer, skew and version. So this is what I mean. So here we would do like we normally do, var dot OS, then we have to put offer. Oh, not var OS dot publisher. Let me go fix this. And then here, of course, we want var.os.skew. var.version. No. os.version. There we go. Save that one. And save this one. Now we run our plan. We should see these values. And look at that, 2016 data center. So we are cooking. All right, that ends part 1 and 2 of video 4. Hope you learned something new and enjoyed it. And as always, thanks for watching. And keep a lookout for video 5.